Nom 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 nom. Stir-fried bitter melon and egg recipe. Look at this food, y'all. Veggies stir-fried and throwing savory goodness all over the place. Shoot. To say that the bitter melon is, well, bitter would be an understatement. If spinach is like a door slightly ajar that allows you to peek into the sultry bedroom of bitterness, the Chinese bitter melon rips that door off its hinges and gives you the full upskirt Monty. In short, its name is deserved. However, you can tamp down the bitterness, and this is a recipe that does so. When I first tasted this specific dish, I found it odd. Not off-putting or gross, just odd. Kind of like durian is odd if you've never tasted it, or sushi is odd if you've never had raw fish. Bitter flavors make their way into more Thai dishes and Thai cuisine than in European dishes or American dishes. Chinese and Thai cultures believe that bitter veggies are good for the liver. In the case of the bitter melon, research shows that this may be true, and this may also be of benefit to controlling or lowering blood sugar. As a matter of fact, it is shown that daily consumption of bitter melon may actually drop blood sugar to levels that are too low according to some sources. The ingredients for this dish are simple. 1 Chinese bitter melon. There's a bumpier version that's acceptable for this dish as well, so if your bitter melon does not look like this, that's fine. 1 clove of garlic, chopped, 2 to 3 eggs, and this depends on the size of the bitter melon or your fondness for eggs, a dash of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of fish sauce. First things first, you should peel the bitter melon. It's not a perfect art in peeling that thing. It's actually easier to peel than you think, though. Then slice it down the middle, longwise. It'll split in half, and dig the seeds out. It's a bit of a fuss, though not difficult. I cut along the edges and just scoop the seeds out like ice cream. Then slice the bitter melon into thin wafers and place it in a small bowl of water with a teaspoon of salt. Soak that for at least 10 minutes or no more than 20 minutes really. The reason why you're doing this is you're trying to tamp down the bitterness of the melon. For those of you who live in Thailand, you'll know that we have this thing called Oolong, or traditional black Thai iced coffee that is really sweet. It's an addictive drink that coffee vendors make, and it's for pennies on the dollar. Well, they use a pinch of salt to reduce the bitterness of the coffee, and it works. Oolong is a sweet drink, and you wouldn't even know that there's any, bitterness to the coffee. I mean, it's not high-end coffee. So that's the purpose of soaking the bitter melon. In another bowl, combine your eggs with the fish sauce and whisk it. Set that aside. In a pan with hot vegetable or palm oil set to medium-high heat, throw the garlic in and stir it. You should not do this for more than a minute, by the way. And then add your bitter melon. Stir the bitter melon until it looks like it has softened. This will further diminish the bitterness of the dish. Once the melon has softened a bit, pour the scrambled egg into the pan and stir that with the melon. Stir for 1 to 3 minutes depending on how cooked you like the egg. Sprinkle a pinch of black pepper while you're stirring it to your liking. Then serve immediately. Warning, this is not a gateway dish. This is not like getting a plate of General Tso's chicken at an American Chinese restaurant or Panda Express. Even though the bitterness is tamped down, it is still there, and it's actually a feature of the dish. The slight bitterness with a savory, rich egg flavor and hints of black pepper do a little dance in your taste buds. This entree is believed by Thais to aid in decreasing inflammation and obesity. There appears to be some evidence that it lowers blood sugar dramatically in some cases. I am not a doctor. I'm not giving health advice. These aren't the droids you're looking for. And voila! Thai bitter melon and egg stir fry. A great dish that satisfies the taste buds. As you can see, I served it here with 2 other dishes. That's Chinese stir-fried cabbage and dried chilies, as well as Chinese stir-fried asparagus with shrimp. If anyone has read Stephen King, you'll know that the author is quite prolific, but his works are varied as well, and his writing style can differ from book to book. One of my favorite minor Stephen King novels is Gerald's Game. I consider this to be a work of genius, really. In that novel, his protagonist descends Maslow's hierarchy of needs within a matter of hours, going from self actualization down to food and water. In other words, sustenance. Well, I experienced this when I was 18 or 19. I was kicked out of my house sometime before my final exams. I had to drop all of my classes. That's trigonometry, English composition, and I believe Western civilization too, though I can't remember exactly. I may be wrong in some of those subjects. But needless to say, I went from worrying about passing these classes and getting the heck out of Alabama once I accrued enough credits to get me in some extra stripes when I joined the Air Force. I went from worrying about all that to just thinking about food and shelter. In the 6 months that I had to wait to enter basic training, I had to learn to cook on a budget. That period of time was a period that demystified the process of cooking for me. I wouldn't recommend going through what I went through to learn to cook, but my point is, if I can do it, anyone can do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, everyone.
Just as I thought, trash.